this is Kelly.
And Kim.
Welcome to The Skinny. Today at the Weight Watchers scale, I lost 0.4.
Yay.
I'll take it. I've only been on my new med for my thyroid since Monday, so we'll see. I don't know how long that switch is going to take before something happens.
But it's still
But right now,
med, so.
sure, I am down 0.4 and I'll take it.
I had a good week food-wise. So at the Weight Watchers scale, I lost 1.2. So I was super excited. And I have to say, I think I followed the Smart Points plan, and I did use the iTrack Bites tracker because I do feel more confident in Smart Points, and I think that's the one I need to just hang on to right now. Somebody had suggested, one of the comments that popped up, so many people suggested this book because we talked about books last week that I've been reading to kind of help with figure out my food issues. So one of the books that popped up, Andrea Kozel, her comment popped up, and I saw the Beck Diet Solution, Beck, B-E-C-K, and you can see it below in last week's comments. A lot of people had suggested this book.
It seems like it's just more of a cognitive therapy book about your mindset and relationship with food.
How to think like a thin person.
Basically.
Which, you know, I'm down with that. So I started reading it. And I'm trying to do it in the steps that she recommends, which is like, you know, follow week to week. And once you do this part for 2 weeks and then come back and go next.
Just really talks you through how to do her steps and how to engage with the book to help you progress.
And the first step I thought was very helpful, which was to make like an index card of list the advantages for you of losing weight with the most important at the top, and my most important was to live longer.
Yeah.
And you just list, you know, your reasons, and you keep them with you and you read them every day. And I think that was a huge plus for me.
Well, frankly, it's
I carry my picture.
It's just your why. And
yes.
Really. And it's and that's, you know,
yeah.
The first step is basically reminding yourself of why you're doing it.
And I do carry, you know, and oddly enough, as I say, I carry my picture. I just looked across at our fireplace and I see a picture of us with our best friend Lori, which we so have to replace with another picture because, wow, hold on a second. Let me grab that picture. I looked up as soon as we said that.
Yeah, and it's
I saw this picture. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Wow.
We haven't replaced that one. It's still up there.
We should replace it with a photo of Portugal because man, oh man, God, there will be glare if I don't take it out of the glass.
Yeah, it's.
Ooh, this picture's.
Oh, wrong picture.
Oh, this picture's getting replaced. Let me tell you.
It's a picture of the three of us. Wow, years ago.
At her parents' anniversary party or something.
Us on either side of our friend Lori. Kelly, of course. There's Kim.
Oh.
And it's just, you know, at a time we were both probably at our largest.
To say that was probably both of us at our largest weight.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that shirt, and I remember hating that shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That being said, I do carry a picture with me, and I will now carry this list. And I think that is a huge thing. And several things applied to me in the beginning of that. Some didn't. Some issues I don't have, and they were not even an issue really for me in the past, but they're not one now either. So, but the ones that really did, like taking time to eat slowly, was a very big thing. I mean, do you think it's for you? That's for you too. That's
I'm a fast eater. I'm a fast eater, and I think I just picked that habit up years ago when you're young and you work and you get a half-hour lunch and you eat really fast and
sticks with you.
It does,
but I do think it keeps me from thinking about food and is in the terms of
did I eat?
Did I eat?
So I don't remember it
because I don't remember it. Yes,
or
which is a problem.
You if you eat so fast, you don't recognize when you're full.
Yes,
and you don't make that decision to stop, so you clean your plate versus listening to your body.
Yes,
and stopping when you're full,
which is one of the things that she talks about.
Yeah,
and I do think that is a huge. You know, that's as far as food goes with eating. I think for me, I never ever recognize when I'm full or not, and then by the time I've left the restaurant, suddenly I get full. I'm like, why am I full? And then, but I didn't feel like I had anything, so I want to eat again. Yeah. I mean, and that's not good. And that's a lifelong struggle. Even when I've been doing this plan, the eating slowly has been a struggle the entire time.
Yeah.
So I'm really working on that, and I feel like I've taken some of the pieces that she has given me to really work on some of the things she suggested. So I highly thank all of you who recommended that book below. And anybody who's, you know, there's tons of people below who said they felt the same way. pick up that book. I think it is so worth it.
I think, it's a book from that, because we've talked about it. She's in the process of it. I'm not reading it at this point. We're still talking about it. And it's really good for people who are struggling with those old habits.
Yes.
And those things that are ingrained over a lifetime of food struggles, of food relationship struggles. I think it's probably something that would be beneficial. I guess the author has had a success rate of...
Yeah, I think people who've over the years have followed her, it's a 6-week, I guess she does this therapy over a 6-week plan. And I guess they have like a 92% success rate from what the book says, which, I always take those things with a grain of salt.
Sure.
But if someone can give me tools that can help with those struggles,
right.
I'm willing to take them. And I think Kelly pointed out something to me earlier. Tell me what you pointed out to me about why maybe I'm having these struggles, where this issue is lying, a lot of it.
Well, I think a lot of this kind of creep back of old habits kind of started for you when I think you lost a lot of confidence with the Weight Watchers. I think with the new plan that wasn't successful for you, it really doesn't work well for you, or, really either one of us. More so me, works a little better for me. So you kind of lost confidence because you felt like the plan was letting you down. And then there was, then I'll go to iTrek Bites and use Smart Points because I know Smart Points works for me. And then you struggled a little bit with that. And I think these struggles because you don't have confidence in the plan in general at this point. And I think that doubt started to allow old habits to creep back into your life. And I think that's a huge, because you kept saying, why am I letting this happen now? I think that's part of it.
I never really thought about it. And I can see that. I feel like I've been all over the map.
You have.
With let's try this week. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's do low carb, which does work for me, by the way.
But I don't like
that's not necessarily my solution.
But I don't like to say to you.
I know. Because you gotta let people work it out for themselves.
You do. But even now, it's like me telling you this, you're like, oh gosh, that's probably true. I mean, I think you go, there's something happening. What is it? And somebody looking on the outside sometimes can say, hey,
where did this start? What suddenly made after all these years this be a thing?
It kind of started when you were like, I'm not confident that if I work this plan, I'm going to step on that scale and lose weight. You don't feel that way. And you used to feel that way. Generally would feel, I work this plan, I track, I do my due diligence, I get on that scale. Generally, of course it sometimes happens you don't, but generally it does. You will lose weight. And you just feel like that has been letting you down.
Yes.
So
I do think that help, knowing that does help. I think that's going to help. And I think this book's really going to help, answer some of those questions for me and help me with some solutions.
Yeah.
And give me some tools. So I'm really excited to kind of work it. And I'm trying not to suck the book down. I tend to sit down and just read through the whole thing, which she said is okay. But I really want to read, stop, do those things for the 2 weeks, go back in, start this section. I really do want to follow it. And if it takes me the 6 weeks to do that process, then I'll take that.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me, like I said, hard for me to do, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I want to get out of it anything that I can get out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited and I feel really positive right now. And I had a really good week. And one of the things I did do is got a journal app.
Yeah.
Which one did I get? Journal One.
Yeah, Journal One. There's a lot of those little journal apps out there.
And it lets you pick a day and you've got, a whole screen I can fill in. But I just do a couple of sentences on. And I'm not, one of the things she says is don't be self-critical.
Don't say, I suck, I ate the pretzels. You go,
don't sabotage yourself.
You go, I ate pretzels, but hey, I didn't add dip.
Yeah.
I mean, try not to be critical.
Give yourself credit is what she said. So I gave myself lots of positive credit for the things that I did right. And I wrote them in there. And I wasn't critical about things I wasn't happy with, but I may have said, I wish I had done this differently and I will next time. Give yourself credit. And I felt good about it. I didn't do a lot because I'm not a journaler. I'm just not. But it gave me the opportunity to now I can look back at each day during the week and go, you know what? That really was a good week as far as my relationship. Or, Thursday sucked. Maybe this was why. It was helpful. So I will continue doing that.
Yeah.
I will continue.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody else
mentioned. Diane Drevesky, like
Yeah.
your last name,
Yeah.
said ask about our lunchbox, and
Yes.
I've been using with our coolers
Coolers.
and the Sistema containers,
Yeah.
but made
But-
me remember. Thanks for this. Made me remember my
Our
Planet
Planet
box.
Box.
We love our Planet Box. I mean, I just break it out occasionally. I mean, I'll go through periods, you know, like
Yeah,
everybody else.
phases with it.
You use something a lot, and then all of a sudden you don't use it for a month or two, and then you're like, I should pull that back out.
I'm pulling it back out.
Well, you know what I like is, you know, I'm occasionally I like a snacky dinner or a
Yeah.
snacky lunch, and this is like perfect for that because what you can do is you can do like a sandwich, and you can put some grapes, and I have little containers that you could put a little bit of fish, a little bit of this. It's almost like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, which is kind of fun.
I'm gonna do that.
Because a snacky lunch is fun because you feel like you get a bunch of different, you get a little bit of a bunch of different things, and sometimes that's more satisfying than a big
Meal.
thing. It just
Yeah.
depends on how you're feeling.
I'm gonna
And
do that.
we did a little snacky snack the other night, and
Yes.
it was so nice because it was two little bits of things with some salsa. It was
It
delicious.
was really good. We each did a little bag of the
Little
Stacy's
bit of-
pitas.
and a little bit of a couple tortillas to
Weight
go with
Watcher,
that.
the Weight Watchers tortillas. We
And-
split that up, and,
and
each
then-
got a cup of salsa.
Yeah, and it was just like a little snacky thing, and it was nice. So it's like that's what I like about Planet Box is that you kind of get the opportunity to build like and kind of switch it up and have fun. All those little things you have in your pantry that you know you only need a little bit of this and a little bit of that of.
Yep.
It's you know,
I'm using it this week. I'm gonna.
I think it can tend to change things up a little bit, and make it more fun.
You know, and somebody below too. One of the comments was that maybe I'm bored with the plan, and you know what? Maybe
Yep.
that's i.e. kind of what she said. Well, I'm not confident in it right now, but probably I need to find ways to make it fresh again for me, and
Yep.
to make it exciting, and regardless of the discontent I have with where it's at. I need to figure it out, obviously, but I'm just going to work smart points. I'm going to let it go, work smart, not overthink it.
Yep.
And
Not overthink
Not
it.
overthink it.
That would be
that would
a
be
big
the key.
deal.
That would be the key. Not overthink it.
I think that's again another example of how different we are because
Yes.
I tend not to overthink it. I just go, and she
I
thinks,
do.
thinks, and
Well, I still want to work things out without,
yes, but that's just kind of our
putting it-
differences.
working it into the ground. I'm going
Yes.
to do some positive steps, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to overthink it into the ground.
But
I
two
need to
people
let
have
that go.
identical DNA can be different. It shows how different everybody is from each other. Everybody has different struggles.
I think we actually found out a friend of ours yesterday has brain cancer, the kind that there is no cure for.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those times where you're like, just gotta live, and you just
Perspective.
gotta, I need to learn to not to overthink it and just enjoy it. And just enjoy
Just
it.
live
and just
life
live my
and-
life
and-
and
Live every moment, you
not
know?
take anything for granted.
Yeah.
And
It can put things in perspective. I mean,
it does.
what my old boss always used to say, life is nothing but a series of comparisons, and it's true. When you think of the blessings you have in your life, and you think of some of the struggles you have, sometimes your struggle's not that big of a struggle, and you're like, you know what, I'm putting so much pressure on this struggle
Yeah.
when I really don't need to. I need to just do my thing and move forward.
And remind myself every day to have a little perspective.
Yep. And every day's a new day, and you're blessed when you have a new day.
And
Because-
you're going, well, we never know, one never really knows, but when
But-
you know you're potentially not going to have a new day, and when's that new day, you know that end is coming for you.
Yeah.
To know that there's nothing you can do to
Change it.
change it. There's no cure, there's no. So I say prayers for our friend
Please,
Erin,
please.
she has two teenagers, a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old, and it's
hard.
gonna be tough for them. And
So
I
just
hope she has some quality time with them. Before.
Prayers out there that
So, yeah.
that she has.
And for everyone who's
time.
suffering with cancer, because
I'm gonna say it. Cancer's a bitch. And it's there's nothing you can. There's nothing more to say.
Yeah.
It takes the people that we love, and it's a struggle that people endure every day somehow. Everybody's been touched by it at least once in their lives, and it's hard.
It is
It
hard.
really is.
So let's kind of
Let's talk something else. I want to talk
Something
about something positive that Kim picked out a shirt
I did.
for her new arms.
For once I have my surgery, which I'm still,
picked out a shirt
I'm
for new
still on, obviously I'm still scheduled for August 24th.
I said 28th.
28th, sorry. I'm still praying for that cancellation call. It's like, we had a cancellation
Earlier.
in.
Yeah.
So I'm praying for that, and we'll see if that happens. If not, it is what it is.
Yes.
I got, So I picked out a shirt that I love, and I got it. It's Marshalls, $15. Love the print,
But show why it's for
And-
the arms.
and it's a long sleeve, so it'll hit my elbow,
It's to elbow.
but it's got a slit.
It's got a slit in the side, but hers it stays
The
open,
slit gapes all,
and it's
all
supposed
the
to
way.
really be closed. So she's like,
So I can't wear it.
I'm gonna have this for my new arms.
But I think I love the print.
It's
and
really
actually, it's the weighted material. Marshalls.
I bought a
Wow.
shirt too, and here's another difference between her and me. She has hers on a hanger, mine's not. It's just us. But I actually have worn mine, but I wore it with a jacket.
Of course you
And
did.
of course I didn't take said
Said
jacket,
jacket
off.
I wouldn't have taken it off either.
And
It's super cute.
it's super cute. It's just sleeveless. It looks cute with a jacket, but I want to wear it
be able to
with
take
no
it off.
jacket.
You need to be able to take the sleeve off if you're hot.
I do, and not that I'm ever
It's
hot. I'm
super
always
cute.
cold. But the
But
reality
still,
is,
if
I
you're
would like to be
outside,
able
if
to
you're
take.
outside, you could take it off.
Yes, I would love to be able to wear this without a jacket.
So that's
my plan too.
That's the plan, and that's for positive things. And
Yeah, it's just kind of a,
Something
wishing
to-
good thoughts, having good thoughts, and wishing good things, and
sometimes you need to do that, and
Yeah.
just because you're lucky enough to know that a good thing is coming.
yeah.
So let's do those good things. Let's do the positive things. If you're struggling right now, which it seems a lot of people below are, look at the comments below and take other people's ideas. There's
Yeah.
lots of great comments below.
I'm trying to think
Helpful-
positive. Really,
helpful
try to
ones.
think positive. I mean, what I like about what you're doing with this book is you're giving yourself credit, and there's positive feelings toward. You're trying to push positive feelings for yourself in this journey, because
I am.
the negative just will bring you down. And I think this negative talk about this plan's not working for me. I can't believe it's just all of those negative
can't
things
change
that
it.
right.
They've done it.
That you're bringing it into your person. Sometimes
Yep.
you say those things aloud and you bring them to
True.
you.
And they've changed it, and I can't force
No.
them to change it back.
So just speak good things out, and good
Can I-
things will come.
Can I say that I do hope the next incarnation, because there will be another one, of Weight Watchers is better than Freestyle? Can I say that? I mean, some people people who were it works for. I'm so glad it works for you. I am so. I'm so thankful that that
That's
you
a
got
blessing.
something. It's a blessing. So I'm not saying it, but for me, it's just not. It's not my plan. And there can be really no free rides for me. Nothing can. Not that many.
Not many things can be free for you.
No, they can't. My body just doesn't work that way, and that's okay. We're all different for a reason.
And I think that's where we're like,
Yeah.
if this program really wants to celebrate the differences here and in our bodies, they would allow us to
Options.
make those choices.
Yes.
Because they had perfectly good plans in the past too.
So yeah, so
So I'm just pushing that out there. Weight
So
Watchers.
find your plan, whatever it is for you, find it, and then work on here, and take all the tools, all the suggestions below, because they were great suggestions below. And if there's things down there that work for you, that's fabulous, and that's what I hope you find down there, because the comments down below are awesome. They're always awesome and helpful.
Yeah, and think positive. I mean, I can't say that enough right now with, right now we're dealing with some hard things, and and we're both struggling a little bit with just the personal problems when, with a friend and worrying for her. And it's just like, you just try to keep bringing positive, because that's all you can do. All you can do is pray and live life and enjoy your family and friends.
I texted another group of our friends yesterday. All day long yesterday, I kept hearing that song in my head by Tim McGraw, "Live Like You Were Dying," and that song just went through my head all day long yesterday, all day long. And I think there's some truth in that. You've got to live it and enjoy every moment, even some of the crappy moments, because those crappy moments may not compare to someone else's crappy moments. Because
Life is messy.
life is messy.
It really is.
And sometimes you just got to appreciate your mess, because your mess is better than your neighbor's mess.
Yeah.
So that's what I need to work on to
Yeah.
really remembering. I
Yeah.
need to work on that.
Your mess isn't that bad.
My mess isn't that bad. No. Comparatively speaking, my mess is not that bad.
Nope.
And I can deal
And
with
you'll
it.
work it out and move forward. So
Have a great
have a
week.
wonderful week. We're going to plan to have the same. We're going to really have a good food week. We're going to work hard to be positive, and hopefully we'll come up next week and there'll be good results from that. So
Everybody have a good week.
everybody have a good week, and we will see you all later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.